My phone rang at 7 in the morning. Mom's voice came through before I could say hello. We need $18,400 by Friday. No good morning. No small talk. Just a number and a deadline. Here's the thing. The day before was my 30th birthday. No call, no text, no card, radio silence. And now, less than 24 hours later, she wanted nearly 20 grand. Dad got on speaker. You make good money. This is what family does. I stayed quiet for 3 seconds. Then I said I'd think about it. I hung up. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I opened my laptop and pulled up a folder I'd been keeping for 5 years. A spreadsheet. Clean columns. Every date. Every dollar. They had no idea it existed. Want to know what I sent them instead of that money? Let me tell you where this really started. But first, drop a comment. Where are you watching from? And what time is it there? Hit that like button. You're going to want to see the receipts. I'm the younger sibling. My brother Ryan is 3 years older, and he's always been the golden child. When Ryan turned 30, my parents threw him a catered backyard party. 80 people. String lights. A bartender. They spent $12,000. When I turned 25, I got a group text 2 days late. Happy B-Day. Sorry, crazy week. That was it. The favoritism I could almost live with. But somewhere along the way, I became the family ATM. It started small. Can you cover Mom's dental work? $800? We'll pay you back. They didn't. Then it was my brother's rent. $1,200. Then Dad's truck broke down. $3,400. Then Ryan's credit card debt. $6,200. Every time the same script. It's urgent. We're family. We'll get you back next month. Next month never came. I work in software sales. I've been promoted twice. I'm good at details. I save everything. Contracts, emails, receipts. I keep a folder on my desktop. One tab says work. One says financial. One says family. The overlap got large. I started tracking it around year 2. Not because I wanted to use it. Just to see if I was going crazy. Turns out I wasn't. By September of last year, I'd given them $41,760. Amount repaid, 0. I told myself it was love. I told myself that's what you do. That changed the morning of September 16th, the day after my 30th birthday. So, 7 a.m., September 16th. Mom's voice was clipped, transactional. Your brother's in a bind. He has a business loan due Friday. $18,400. I rubbed my eyes. If it defaults, it'll ruin the family name. Dad's voice cut in from speaker. You've got a good job. This is what family does. We raised you. I took a breath. Do you know what yesterday was? Silence. Long enough that I thought the call had dropped. Then Mom spoke. We've been really stressed. Don't make this about you right now. I felt something crack in my chest. This is urgent, Dad added. We need an answer. We'll pay you back by Christmas, Mom said. It was September. I'd heard that line so many times I could taste it. I'll think about it, I said. Think fast, Dad replied. I hung up. 2 minutes later, my phone buzzed. A text from Ryan. Mom told me, don't be selfish. This is serious. Not happy birthday. Not sorry we missed it. Just don't be selfish. I sat on the edge of my bed. The words looped in my head. $18,400 by Friday. Or I was the villain. I stared at my phone for a full minute. Then I opened my laptop. I wanted to do the right thing. So I sent a text back. I'd love to help. Can we draft a simple repayment agreement? Just something in writing. I thought that was reasonable. My mom's reply came an hour later. But not to me. She sent it to the family group chat. 22 people, aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone. After everything we've done, our own child wants a contract. This is what we raised. My phone exploded. Cousin after cousin, just help them out. Family doesn't charge interest. What's wrong with you? I tried to explain. No one wanted to hear it. Then my boss pulled me aside at work. Is everything okay at home? I blinked. Your mom called the front desk. She was crying. Said something about you abandoning the family. I felt my face go hot. She called my workplace. I sat in my car in the parking lot during lunch. I thought I was losing my mind. Maybe I was the bad guy. Maybe I owed them everything. Maybe boundaries made me cruel. I put my head on the steering wheel. Then I opened my laptop. The folder was still there. 5 years. 41 transactions. Every text. Every promise. I did the math one more time. And I realized something. I wasn't crazy. I was just done. I opened the spreadsheet. Tab name, Family Assistance 2018-2023. Every loan I'd ever given them. Logged, date, amount, reason, promise to repay. First line, March 2018, $800. Mom's dental work. Repayment promised, May 2018. Repayment received, $0. I scrolled. April 2019, $1,200. Ryan's rent, June 2020, $3,400. Dad's truck, September 2020, $6,200. Ryan's credit card, on and on. 41 transactions, spanning 5 years. Total, $41,760. Total repaid, 0. I had receipts for every single one. Venmo screenshots, Zelle confirmations, photos of checks. One Venmo note from Mom, July 2019. You're a lifesaver. We'll get you back next month, promise. Next month came and went. I exported the bank records. A clean CSV file. I pulled the Venmo history. 10 transfers, everyone with a promise in the memo line. I'll pay you back soon. Just until Friday. You're the best. We won't forget. They forgot. 41 times. I sat back, stared at the screen. That was just the money. I hadn't even opened the other folder yet. The one labeled Events. I clicked it. And everything got worse. Before I could dig into that second folder, the pressure ramped up. Ryan posted on social media. No names, but obvious. Blood means nothing to some people. Success changes you. Not always for the better. I saw it because 3 cousins screenshotted it and sent it to me. Then Mom left a voicemail. Her voice was shaking. I don't know who you've become. We needed you and you lawyered up over a simple family loan. If you don't help us, don't bother coming to Thanksgiving. I hadn't lawyered up. I'd asked for a piece of paper. Dad sent an email. Subject line, disappointed. Body. We sacrificed our dreams so you could have yours. This is how you repay us? I felt sick. Then my phone buzzed. A Venmo request. From Mom. $18,400. The note said, family obligation. It was public. Anyone who followed both of us could see it. Mutual friends, co-workers, everyone. I had 36 hours left until their deadline. The family group chat kept pinging. Aunt after aunt weighing in. Just be the bigger person. They're your parents. My best friend called. You need to protect yourself. This is financial abuse. I didn't know if I believed that. But I knew I couldn't keep living like this. I opened the second folder. The one I'd never wanted to need. It was time. The folder was called Events. Inside, screenshots. Calendar entries. Photos. A timeline of every birthday. Every graduation. Every hospital visit. I opened the first file. Ryan's 30th birthday. Facebook event page. Events sent to 80 guests. Catered menu. Bartender contract. String light rental. My parents paid for all of it. $12,000. I opened the next file. My 30th birthday. My inbox that day. 0 emails from my parents. 0 texts until 3 days later. Sorry, crazy busy. Belated happy bidet. I kept scrolling. My college graduation. May 2015. Parents didn't come. Ryan had a travel soccer game. Ryan's graduation. May 2012. Parents flew out. Rented an Airbnb. Threw a dinner for 20. Next file, hospital records. September 2021. I had emergency appendicitis. Surgery. Overnight stay. Visitor log. My best friend signed in. My parents didn't visit. Ryan had a cold that same month. Mom took 3 days off work to bring him soup. Last file financial. Ryan's 30th party expenses. My parents asked me to chip in. $1,200 I paid. For a party I wasn't even included in planning. I sat back. This wasn't love. This was a pattern. I wasn't the ATM. I was the invisible child who paid to stay in the picture. I knew exactly what to do next. I needed to understand why. So I made a call. My cousin, the one who'd always been neutral. Can I ask you something off the record? She hesitated. What's Ryan's business loan actually for? Silence. Then, you don't know. Know what? She sighed. It's not a business loan. It's gambling debt, poker, online betting. He's in deep. My stomach dropped. Your parents refinanced the house twice to cover him. They're terrified. I pulled public property records. 2 refinances. 2020, $35,000 cash out. A 2, $28,000 cash out. Every time Ryan spiraled, they pulled money from the house. And when that ran out, they came to me. I finally got it. Ryan was the fragile one, the one who needed protecting. I was the strong one, the responsible one. I didn't need love or calls or visits. I was supposed to give and never ask. That was my role. The backup plan, the bank. They didn't see me as a daughter. They saw me as a solution. I opened a blank document, titled it Invoice, and I started typing every loan, every event, every broken promise. I was going to send them a picture of exactly what they'd done. Not with anger, with math. I built the invoice line by line. Every loan, date, amount, reason. Then I added interest. The IRS publishes something called the applicable federal rate. It's the minimum interest rate for family loans. 3% annual, compounded. I applied it. $41,760 became $47,320. Then I added one more section. Unpaid labor. I babysat Ryan every weekend when I was 15. He was 18. My parents didn't pay me. Market rate for childcare, $12 an hour. 400 hours over 2 years. $4,800. I didn't add emotional damages. I'm not petty. I added hosting costs. Thanksgiving 2019 through 2022. I hosted, bought everything. Cooked for 18 people. $340 per event. 4 events. $1,360. Total, $52,120. I stared at the number. Then I added a line at the bottom. Less your current request of $18,400. Net balance, you owe me $33,620. Proposal, we call it even and establish boundaries moving forward. I saved it. PDF. Professional template. Invoice number 001. Date, September 18th, 2023. I didn't send it yet. I wanted them to ask one more time. They did. 6:42 p.m. My phone lit up. Mom, all caps. Final warning. 18,400 by tomorrow morning or you are dead to us. I took a breath. Opened the family group chat. All 22 members. I typed one sentence. You asked for transparency. Here's our full financial history. I'm proposing we call it even. I attached the PDF, Invoice family account. PDF and I hit send. For 3 minutes, nothing. I watched the read receipts pile up. Mom, Dad, Ryan, Aunt Carol, Uncle Don, everyone. Then Aunt Carol typed, Wait, you paid for Ryan's rent 7 times? Another cousin. I didn't know any of this. Uncle Don, the accountant, sent a message. This is actually formatted correctly. Is the interest rate accurate? I replied. IRS applicable federal rate for family loans. It's public record. Ryan's message appeared, then disappeared. The app showed, Ryan deleted a message. My phone rang. Dad, I answered. He was yelling. I couldn't make out the words. I waited. Then I said, calm. Which transaction is wrong? I have bank records for every line. Silence. He hung up. The group chat kept moving. Cousin Jeremy, the one who'd called me selfish 2 days ago. I didn't know half of this. I'm really sorry. Another cousin. Why didn't you tell us? I typed back. I didn't think I needed to. I thought it was normal. Aunt Carol again. This isn't normal, honey. Uncle Don sent a private message. I knew they leaned on you. I didn't know it was this bad. I'm sorry I didn't ask. Mom and Dad went silent. Ryan's profile picture disappeared from the chat. He'd left. I sent one last message to everyone. I love you all. But I won't be a bank anymore. If you want a relationship, I'm here for that. On equal terms. 22 people saw it. Mom, Dad, and Ryan didn't reply. But 6 cousins did. And Uncle Don. And Aunt Carol. It wasn't everyone, but it was enough. 2 weeks of silence. Then an email from Dad. Subject, Ryan's loan. Body. We'll handle Ryan's situation ourselves. One sentence. No apology, no acknowledgement of the $41,000. But also no more asks. I didn't reply. Ryan blocked me on everything. Social media, phone, email. That was fine. I didn't need access to someone who only saw me as a wallet. But 3 cousins reached out privately. So did Uncle Don. He took me to lunch a month later. I knew they leaned on you, he said. I didn't realize it was that bad. I'm sorry I didn't speak up. We rebuilt that relationship, slowly, on my terms. I set boundaries with everyone. I wrote them down. 1. No loans over $100 without a written agreement. 2. No guilt trips. I will leave the conversation if I'm disrespected. 3. I don't discuss my finances. I started therapy. In one session, I said, I thought setting boundaries made me the bad guy. My therapist looked at me. It makes you the author of your own story. That stuck. 6 months later, something arrived in the mail. A birthday card. My 31st. It was on time. Hallmark. Generic. Floral design on the front. Inside, thinking of you. Mom and Dad. No money request. No guilt trip. Just a card. I sat on my couch and cried. Not because I was sad. Because something had shifted. I didn't frame the card. But I did frame something else. The invoice, small, in my office. Next to a photo of me with Uncle Don and my cousins at a dinner we hosted last month. Underneath the frame, a tiny label. Reminder, love yourself enough to keep receipts. I look at it sometimes when I'm working. It reminds me that family isn't a free pass. Love isn't debt. And the moment you itemize your worth, you stop letting people discount it. My parents and I don't talk much. Maybe one day we will. But it'll be on terms that respect both of us. Or it won't happen at all. And I'm okay with that. So here's my question for you. Have you ever had to set a financial boundary with family? How did it go? Drop your story in the comments. I read them all. If this helped you feel less alone, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And remember, you're not the villain for refusing to be the ATM. You're the hero of your own story. Keep your receipts. You never know when you'll need to send an invoice. This has been a fictionalized dramatization for educational and entertainment purposes. It is not legal or financial advice.